It's TMNT time. Hello and welcome to another figure view. Today we're going to have a look at the Neca Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles X Universal Monsters. It's April O'Neil as the bride of Frankenstein. Not only is this one a throwback to the old school toy, but obviously modernized with a different design and updated it in any way, shape and form. However, what they also did, and I think props to Neca for a very cool idea, they as well got the likeness of the actress Judith Hogue, who played April in the very first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. Slapped her face on this Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein monster, so let's have a look at it. She's actually quite tall. Let's have a look at the size. She stands at about 18 centimeters to the top of the hair, or that would be like 16.5 to the top of her skull, and for your inches, 7.1 to the top of the hair, and about like 6.5 to the top of the head. Size comparisons. Here's Jolter, the SH figure art Son Goku, Neca Michelangelo, Splinter as Van Helsing, Michelangelo as the Mummy, Leonardo as the Hunchback, Raphael as Frankenstein's monster, Super 7 Donatello, and Darkseid. Overall look and detail, I gotta repeat that I love the Judith Hogue face skull. It gives the character, the figure, a lot of personality instead of just having like a random face. So this is really cool, very nice throwback, and shout outs to her for taking part in this. Now for the hair on the paint we got on there, I love that you have like the darker brown and then like the lighter brown just kind of on the top of it. And for the white lines on the side, that one doesn't really cover up. However, I'm not sure if it should cover up. I kind of like the effect it does over here. Unfortunately on this side we have a little bit of bleeding, which isn't so great. Bolt earrings and a bunch of stitches, which we'll see a lot more throughout the figure. Very nicely painted, considering once again it's such a small detail. And the tubes going into the back. Back has more stitches and some cockroaches on that. And the weathering. This figure is just chock full of shading, and you have a very nice weathering effect in the clothes, because obviously it's supposed to look old and dirty and ragged. Part on the like even like the coat and whatnot. Yeah, it has a very nice look, some more stitches in there and down to the skirt, but also we do have the bandages all throughout it. They look very dirty and weathered once more, as we got some more stitches in there, and they painted their joints, which Neca usually does, and over time that will wear off, but as of right now, I mean, it does look good, but if you move it around too much, it's just gonna wear off. And it's Ponzu time. Can I even get anything in there? No, it's just more bandages, but you know, we have the look over here just to see if there's something more bandages, and the stitches going down the thighs, and this kind of excessive knee joint. I don't know, it looks kind of weird. But then again, since it's like a Bride of Frankenstein, it kind of makes sense that there's like extra parts to it. I wonder why they didn't really integrate that a little bit more, but it is good as it is, down to more bandages, and the feet with the toenails actually also painted. Not a great job, especially on this one, but small details here and there. We'll have some trouble with that. Also looks a little bit burned on the lower half of her coat, but yeah, overall, I mean, it looks amazing. And now for the articulation, I'm going to start it off with the head. It does go up and down, side to side, and rolls all the way around. Then we have a hinge in the elbow, in the shoulder that is, bring that up and down, and can also rotate it on there. No back and forth motion, no wheel motion for that. And we do have a simple hinge in the elbow, not really great, but I guess it gets the job done. And for the hand, we do have another up and down hinge, but it's so freaking small. Be careful with that, and I can't really get that much out of it. Probably can push it more, but like really, this pack is just gonna break off. So for the entire torso, there's not really anything going on. We don't have any cuts in there, so that torso doesn't move. The hip part can be rotated, can bring it forward, and you can also swivel it around, no trouble. It has a little bit of side to side tilting, but not great. For the legs, that's actually as much as I get. I guess it's blocked down there, but yeah, that's all the way up to the side. Also, I mean, yeah, going to the back, and then for the knee, from what I can tell, you can swivel it up there, which again is just kind of weird. Breaks up the sculpts, doesn't look great, and
Can you even bring this back? Yeah, you can bring this back. Double hinges, one on the upper half and one on the lower half, so you have that. You can't really rotate the lower half, even though you do have the benches over there. Could have done that. Is there a swivel over here? No, I thought there was a cut, but anyway, down to the foot, goes up to the back, and does have a pivot side to side. For the accessories, you only got one other sets of hands. Like, what's up with the hands with these guys? I only got the holding hands for the staff, which is kind of excessive. I mean, I love the look of it, but I guess it's supposed to be like a microphone, like a really old school microphone, because she's a reporter, but Jesus, look at what's in here. Like all this kind of weird mechanics, which looks like a robot's face. I guess this is like one of these Fonda diodes or whatever that kind of catches lightning, right? And puts life into the monster! And you don't have like an exaggerated, like super scary face. You only have this kind of shy smile, which is weird. Again, going for the monster style. You do have the Raph sigh, which we had for Frankenstein, which once again makes sense in terms of the movie as well, because she did find the sigh after the turtle saved her from a mugging at the beginning of the movie. And then we have two rats, which look very angry, but then again, if I would have an ear attached to my back, I would be angry too. So you got this one, and you have one with an eye. Don't know how that works, but they look angry. And just this, however, is my favorite one. This purse is so metal that you have a real metal chain on it, which also has some weathering. It looks great. You have a bone sticking out and a big lock on it. Overall, this is my favorite piece of the accessories. And finally, there's a spooter, which wasn't focused. There you go. Looks kind of, I mean, it looks like a spooter. What more do you want? A little bit of paint on it, so that's cool. Final thoughts! This figure is great. I mean, I love the looks, I love the accessories, the entire idea of it, and if you're a fan of TMNT and the Universal Monsters, I can highly recommend this one. The only downside, I feel like, if you're into super articulated figures where you can do like thousands of poses, this is not for you. Once again, like with all the Universal Monsters, I feel like Articulation takes a back seat in this one, and I'm not mad about it, because what we're getting is top-notch look, and also QC in this one is really everything good. Everything comes together well, and hardly anything for me to complain about. Well, maybe another set of hands, like fist hands, pointy fingers. I don't know. Anyway, still recommend it. That's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, card game stuff, and whatever April O'Neil as the bride of Frankenstein wants.